think we're good. Yeah. Turn up a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of. Uh, welcome back to another edition of Coffee Talk. It's a little bit of an early stream today. I got off work early and I didn't have much to do, so I got some time to spare since no one's really live right now. So let me just shield my door perfectly so no one gets in. Got a nearly empty drink of water. Make a note to self, get more water as soon as we're done here. But anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and continue with the game. There's extras. What kind of extras? Oh, galleries. Cool. Key. So we'll just continue. Do you want to order anything else? Nah, I'm good for now. I'll order again once I finish reading this. Okay then. I'll leave you with whatever that is. Oh man. Oh, Aqua! Fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, Susan. Good evening, Miss Aqua. How are you two doing? Same old. I'm good. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Oops. I asked that already. I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. Is Myrtle here? So far, it's only me and Susan. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight? Oh, it's not that. I was just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight. Well, you have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works for me whenever I want to talk to someone. That wouldn't be nice. It's not that important anyway. I just want to follow up on the questions your team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something. Take your time, Miss Aqua. It's alright, I'll order now. I'll have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please. Coming right up. Okay, tea with lemon and cinnamon. A Russian tea. Here you go. Oh, it looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right? Oh, you knew? I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally from a community cookbook or something. Oh, you're right. Whoa, that was a highly specific fun fact to know. I guess I spent too much time browsing the internet. Oh, when did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you left last night. Finish drinking first, Aqua. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh. That would be crazy. Yeah, how's my thing? Okay, you can actually see their stuff clearly. I'm sorry, guys. If it looked weird, like yesterday, I forgot to turn off my green screen chroma key for my game settings, so oops. That would be crazy. Why? Oh no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too, Susan. Please make sure you get enough rest. Oh, of course I will, Miss Aqua. Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua, Yes,
Where do you come from? Because, judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right?
I'm not. I'm from the ocean.
Whoa, so you're a full-fledged oceanic?
Born and raised in the sea.
Oh, why did you move here?
Chasing the American dream, I guess.
You moved with your family?
No, I'm the only one who can move here.
Oh. May I know why?
It's not easy for our people, especially the females, to get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, but my parents pushed me to do it.
How long have you been here?
Almost 2 years now.
Do your parents visit often?
They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa?
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. We're still in contact. We do a video call at least once a week.
Do you have siblings?
Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population.
Whoa. That's a lot. You really have that many relatives?
Of course not. I was just exaggerating. But if you count my grandpa's kids and grandkids, there are hundreds of us.
Holy...
How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings?
I have. Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother. 4 years younger.
He also lives in Seattle?
No, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's the good kid, and I'm the rebel. Working some high-end tech job, while taking care of my dad on the weekends.
Oh, that's so nice of him.
I know, right? That reminds me. I should visit my parents after finishing this draft.
You should. Visit them while you still can.
I know. Anyway, I want to order something.
Another espresso?
You know, the usual.
Okay. Your espresso's ready.
Thanks. Ugh, bitter. Just the way I love it.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How can I help you, sir?
Yes. I don't know what to order.
Something to raise your spirits, perhaps?
Mm,
Nothing you like on the menu? I can make you a custom drink if you like.
Actually, are you familiar with STMJ?
I'm sorry, I never heard of it. You can tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it.
Oh, lucky me. STMJ stands for Susu Teller Mandu Jahe. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger.
Understood. Wait, do you have the eggs? I certainly have. They are not on the shelf. But I'll add an egg once I mix the rest of the ingredients.
Oh, I love that. 1 cup of STMJ, please.
Hold on. Let me double check again just to be sure. Milk, ginger, and honey. Nice.
Here's your STMJ, sir.
Oh, that smell. Brings back so many memories.
It's quite difficult to find a place with a proper STMJ here in the States. I've traveled to so many places, and none of them got it right. You're the first one to manage it. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something?
Sure, ask away.
What kind of things do kids like doing nowadays?
Excuse me?
Aren't you college students?
No, we're not.
I see. May I ask how old you are?
You're being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair and keep your distance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy.
Hey, Susan. Who's this pervy old man?
I want to...
I have no idea. It's his first time here.
I want to be able to understand young people.
Oh, thank God you're here, Officer Georgie.
What's up?
There's a creepy old man trying to flirt with us.
Where? You mean him?
Yes, but not so loud.
Oh, this man here is Rachel's dad, Freya. He asked to meet me, so I told him to come here.
Oh. I didn't know that Rachel's dad was a pervy old man. No wonder she ran away from home.
Everyone, please meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya and Susan. Please, call me Hendry. I apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying anything funny. I'm sorry about that.
Wait a minute. Your name is Hendry Furlong?
Yes.
And you're Rachel Florencia's father?
Yes.
Furlong. Florencia? Why do you have different last names? What are you trying to pull?
Florencia was my late wife's maiden name.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Rachel chose it for her stage name. Freya.
Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. Hey, Freya, I'll come with you.
Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home, when was she hanging out with shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady.
Hey, I heard that.
What?
I'm not a criminal.
I'm just kidding. She was in this coffee shop talking with Freya and Susan here. She wasn't in any danger. Well, are you sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? It's just that I feel that she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore, or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into nowadays. Every time we talk, we end up fighting. I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned, give them time and space, but they'll be there when they need you. Or you can just bribe them. One time I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rockrose and brought her favorite pie. I left the pizza on the table like it was like a trap. And I just waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of that delicious pepperoni, I casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. That pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. What if she loves doing is the problem. Rachel loves singing and performing. I'm proud of what she's achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry is the kind of place. Not the label, not the media, not the fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed? or forced to do drugs. Did something happen? Well, nothing's happened yet. I just feel it in my guts. Is it possible that you're just being paranoid? I don't know. Maybe.
Psst, Susan, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink. Yeah, take care on your way.
Well, can't you just find another manager?
Rachel's already 18, so legally she can sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just end up fighting.
As a parent, there is really nothing much we can do. Other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we taught them, hopefully they'll make the right choices.
But what if she made the wrong choices?
I could do a background check on the manager. If that will ease your mind.
Please do.
Okay, give me a name.
It's Morris. Last name, Lester.
Morris Lester. Got it. Oh, isn't he the guy in today's paper? Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. Hold on, I gotta take this. I just got a call. I've gotta go. I'd love to talk more about this with you. Let's meet again soon.
Wait,
You have my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help.
wait!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure everything will be alright.
I used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen.
That bad?
Yeah. I was against her joining that pop group at first, but my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it a chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more stuff on her own, I don't know what to do.
What do you mean by her own stuff?
Modeling and a solo singing career. It's a whole different world than the band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz.
But things have changed, right?
Even if it has, I don't think it's for the better. Well, she survived being an idol. Even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so?
She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are lots of bad people out there. People that will take advantage of her.
You are her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dreams.
I just want what's best for her.
Is it really what's best, though? I think she's born to soar.
But she's just a girl. My little girl.
Seriously? That's your argument?
I didn't mean it to sound that way.
It doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep on acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dreams. I was once a stubborn young girl too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle rebellious teens.
I'd love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a bit longer, Susan?
Take all the time you need.
Ugh. I don't know what it's only been like one day, and I kind of almost forgot like what the guys sound like. Ugh. I just noticed it's always raining here. All the moon phases, I gotta keep an eye on that in case that one guy changes. Monday, September 28th, 2020. The Eating Whisper. Military personnel stationed along the East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding from the Atlantic, where Wolf representative pushed the ministry for more accessible sedatives. Doctor from Salish Town arrested for experimenting with child cloning.
Well then. Are you sure that would be okay?
Yes! I mean, it would be really hard to pull off, but it's something that'll make the story different.
Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully. And gracefully.
I know.
Hey, Gala.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Gala.
Am I interrupting? Looks like you were having an intense discussion.
It's nothing. Susan was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing.
Sounds like a heavy discussion.
What are you up to tonight?
I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you.
Don't worry about it.
Although I need to interrupt Susan for a moment.
Sure, how can I help you?
Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy?
Of course. Do you want to give it a try again?
My last order might have been the right drink. Let's give it a try again. Just to be sure.
Okay.
Remember, it has tea and ginger.
Tea, milk, ginger. Judging from the smell, this looks like it.
Indeed. I have the same feeling.
I made a note of that mixture.
Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me continuing with your discussion.
Don't worry, Mr. Gala, we're done for the night.
You're done? I have a lot of new homework thanks to you.
You're welcome. Is Hai coming?
No, I'm by myself tonight.
Is it gonna be a peaceful night then? That's mean, Freya.
Oh, come on. I was just joking. He's learned how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though.
He might not like it. But he's a very kind person, you know.
He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well.
Oh, come on.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Baileys.
Hey,
How are you doing, Freya?
Not good.
what's going on?
Susan was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback.
It's cruel.
It's necessary.
Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story?
The story is a non-liner. And quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults.
Sounds pretty common so far.
But instead of you telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score.
What?
That score will determine which page you should go to.
That sounds more like a video game than a book.
I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience.
Huh?
With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market.
Huh, that sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya.
At least it's simpler than my other idea.
Which is...
Making the novel in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards.
What?
I know, right? As if she had us all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist.
What did you say?
No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finish it, okay?
Alright, alright.
said though, I don't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain any higher, even higher.
Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way?
You have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun.
If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything.
What do you want to drink tonight?
Ginger latte, if you know how to make it.
Sure.
I don't know how to make it.
I assume maybe it's ginger milk. But, or is it milk, ginger? No. Hold on. Okay. Tea, milk, ginger. That was close. Oh wait, wrong thing. Hold on. I didn't make it right. Sorry. I made the wrong drink. It's coffee, milk, ginger. No, that's not right. Did I put it in the wrong order? Hold on. I put it in the wrong order. It's coffee, ginger, then milk. Okay, so it does matter when you put the order in. Oops. Here you go.
Thanks. Damn, this is good. What's with this kind of drink making skill? I wonder why your place isn't any bigger.
What we have here for now is more than enough for me.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client?
Well, I'm done with her.
Done? As in you're dropping the project?
Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline.
Did she like it?
Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her. By using some design terms she doesn't understand.
So you finished your job by bullshitting her.
The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have.
Are you working on anything right now?
No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters.
Oh. Like you and Lua?
Something like that.
By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know.
Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there?
You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college.
Ooh, spicy.
And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend first. Girlfriend's friend.
Wait, what?
Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus.
Okay.
Let's call him Konjac. Konjac has a girlfriend.
Still following?
And that girl has a friend. That friend is the one I'm after.
Ooh, okay. Got it.
She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew that she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date.
Why?
I don't want to get into the details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all.
Because it wasn't Lua, genius.
Huh?
Lua was my friend's girl.
Holy moly. This is getting spicier.
The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose.
Continue.
I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Konjac.
That's the fake name you meet up, right?
Yes. Now will you let me continue without interruptions?
Okay.
So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit at one point. I lived with Konjac back in college. I had been out and just got back in as Lua. I'd been out and just got back as Lua arrived. Total coincidence. We went to our place together and witnessed something surprising.
What?
Konjac was sleeping with Rose.
Holy mother of moly!
I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Konjac in the face.
You what?
I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Konjac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good.
Oh my.
Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf.
More like she begged Konjac.
Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact dates. But suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship.
That's one hell of a story.
I know. Have you guys seen her by any chance?
Yeah, Lua came a few days ago.
How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts.
Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though.
With whom?
There was this male model.
A model? I didn't think she was this type of girl. To go out with a model?
Oh, no, they weren't together.
What were they arguing about?
Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined in the discussion.
What did he say?
He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know,
What?
you're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her.
Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family.
Why would you say that?
Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only be friends with certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something else would deem suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy. Screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful.
All that because you chose an art degree?
You wanna know the worst part? They blamed Lua.
What do you mean?
They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country.
accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family.
Well, I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist.
Tell me about it. Lua's the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciling with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family, however, it may not be the same for her.
Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you can give us a different perspective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct?
Yeah,
She's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems with the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps it's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that'll put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day circumstances might change. One day one of you might regret your decisions. One day you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It may burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work, because life is full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone.
Whoa, that's deep.
We'll leave each other. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance?
What?
I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some.
What for?
Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll use it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in the country they charged $20,000 for it.
Ain't that the truth?
And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've gotta go too. Wanna head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Susan. And Freya. Bye.
Bye-bye. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world where only humans are allowed? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration? Sounds like a great idea.
Spanish Sahara, warm and cozy, just like a day in Barcelona. Moon's nearly full. Tuesday, September 29, 2020. Eating whispers. WHO vows to stop major hospitals selling furry sedatives illegally. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Oh, their boys are back. Yeah, he really never changes. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Susan. I'd like to order again. The usual.
Back to the experiment?
Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations.
Alright.
You know what to do.
Let me just double check to be sure I'm making the right one.
Yep, it's the right one. Okay, let me just see how to make it again.
Tea, milk,
Ginger.
try this.
Thank you. Just what I needed.
What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else?
I'm good for now.
I couldn't help overhearing you both. Sounds like you two go way back.
Well, we do, I guess. He was my bodyguard.
Oh? Didn't you meet here?
Yeah, when this was a bar.
What had happened exactly?
He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened.
Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough?
Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard.
Wait, were you not his bodyguard?
Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me.
Who were they?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything, but it's possible that they may have ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money.
Yikes.
They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hai was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying a-hole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me.
Werewolves?
War veterans.
I see. So, how did you go to working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Gala?
Well, when he was working with me, I noticed... I prefer if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it.
It's alright. Forgive me for asking.
I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he had helped me with... something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose the hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it.
Oh, thank you for sharing your story with me. Didn't expect such a tale from you.
I know. Anyway, Susan, I'd like to order something now.
Oh, what would you like?
Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time?
Okay.
I think I got an idea. Something to do with the men, I can tell. Or does no? Hang on. He wants a. Let's try a tea with lemon and honey. Yeah, we'll try this one.
The Midsummer's Night's Dream. Here's your order.
Exactly what I wanted.
Nice.
By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today.
Yeah, I haven't seen her today.
Speak of the devil.
Hello, good people. And one vampire.
It's good to see you too.
Rhea?
By the way, we were just talking about you.
Oh, really? What about me?
I was just surprised that you weren't here.
Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me.
I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know.
You
look so tired, Freya. Our day at work?
how could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Susan my draft, and I actually got some good feedback.
Well, that's good to hear.
Glad I could help. So, I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day.
Well, that's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll.
Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going?
That's not even a word, Freya.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. They require intensive care, such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it would cost them.
Kinda like biz dev for people's lives then?
You could say that.
Damn, that sounds complicated and hard.
That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective.
Good point. Why do people really talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessities of it.
Exactly. If it's an inner interesting job, yet no one talks about it.
Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about our work outside of the hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway.
Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of you should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You.
He needs to be less loyal, though.
You've been doing this job for a while, right?
Almost 50 years now.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position?
Uh-huh.
Holy. Ask for a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial.
Well, take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position.
But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still got raises when I'm doing this job.
I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you.
Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you gonna stay hide?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here.
Well, I'll see you in a few weeks then, I guess.
Yep.
Safe trip. See you around, Susan. And you, Freya.
See ya. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. You were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet?
Seriously, I have to recall the story?
Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right?
Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar.
Blah 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 blah. Whoa! I never knew Guy used to be in the army. Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front lines. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic?
Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
But you know why, right?
Why are you trying to squeeze the story from me?
Obviously.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, that's him, not you.
Seriously, Freya.
Come on!
I won't go into details, but going to war, it messes with your head.
Oh.
You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh?
I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then.
The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he did only work that relied on his muscles.
That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right?
Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do.
But you hired him for his muscle?
Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him.
Interested?
I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused.
No surprises there.
But I kind of pushed him to do it.
How?
It's complicated. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been work.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh boy!
Good evening. It's nice to see you again.
We are also glad to see you, barista.
By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name?
Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil.
I got an achievement.
We are all friends. That's cute.
Neil.
Yes, Neil.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of association with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration.
Ah, I get what you mean.
I believe we did not meet the last time we were here.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You can say I'm a regular here.
And you, sir,
Hide.
you come here often?
From someone who doesn't live in Seattle. Yeah.
Ooh, you're not from around here? Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more?
More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
Well, that sounds far away indeed.
What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all of your kind dress like this? Oh, this. We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Armory Gendrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista.
Well, what do you want to drink tonight?
The usual. That is how you say it, yes?
Yes. So, anything?
Yes. You won't be able to taste the difference anyway.
You really can't taste anything?
Yes.
What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something?
Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that.
Challenge accepted.
Please surprise us.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, milk, honey, and mint. A Milky Way. Let's see. I hope I got this right.
Thank you.
What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink.
This. What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind.
You are one interesting person.
Thank you. That was a compliment, yes.
Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of a compliment.
What are you, Neil? Us. We are travelers, doing our job in space you call Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date.
all the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe.
Feeling attacked, old man?
Not really. You have a valid point.
We do not understand, but we are glad if we can make you laugh.
Oh, the pleasure was mine.
If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us?
We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Oh man.
But we believe it is alright to share with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista.
I owe you this story. So, why?
Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain a balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in.
I still don't see the relation between that and it impregnating us.
You are quite dense, aren't you?
Hey!
You came to give seeds, so a half-breed of your kind could be born on Earth.
That is correct.
The half-breeds will be half Earthlings, half whatever you are.
Yes.
Assuming that you have some power that we can't comprehend, you're trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector.
That is 100% correct.
Holy shit! You're trying to give us a superhero?
Yes, that is what your people will call the Protector.
But why go through all that hassle?
It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero.
Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born.
That sounds beautiful.
And creepy.
Why? Sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy.
That was a badly chosen word, but it's roughly similar to the truth.
Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them get laid with love?
Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, you might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead.
Well, how's the mission going so far?
We cannot say it is going well.
I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that.
Could you handle them, though?
Me? I don't know. What do you think?
You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that?
Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I go on a date with them. I don't like to sleep around.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, doesn't mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories.
Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about.
But our mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me.
We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives.
Yeah, that's called commitment.
Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems?
Now that you mention it,
We don't have enough control over ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control over us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case.
but Earthlings are stupid.
That's the easiest way to put it.
We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya.
Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going a step by step first. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
Now, the path to start to date varies between people, but usually takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone.
Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker.
Someone good at communicating with others.
That would be really challenging for us.
Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms.
It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure.
All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have that? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all.
That's true. How do you do it?
We are plenty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. You will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research.
And we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of everything is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir.
Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is.
I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission and with this newfound information?
We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was really something.
Indeed.
You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer arc? Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward.
Well, you can't be angry at such nativity.
I guess so.
By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time?
You mean Miss Lua?
Yeah, her.
Oh, showing some concern now, are you?
I'm just curious.
No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion.
My. You really have an eye for starting trouble.
Sadly, I have to agree with that.
It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So I'm off for the day.
Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon?
It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know.
Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything.
I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business?
She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop.
That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab?
Thanks, but I'm riding my bike.
Alright then, see you around.
Take care on your way, folks.
Ugh. I actually need a minute, guys. I need a drink. And I gotta refill my beverage, so I'll be right back.
Alright, sorry about the wait, guys. Let's continue.
Okay, it's almost a full moon, so we better be careful.
It's really close to it, though.
Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Protests arise over government treatment of alien Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests.
Welcome! Good evening, sir.
Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. Or FIRE for short.
How may I help you?
We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would have considered to be alien in nature?
I don't think so. But what would I should I be looking for? What's the alien look like?
We're not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar.
That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know?
That's a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures, after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website.
Will do, sir. You don't want to drink or anything before leaving?
We're good.
Take care on your way.
This might be kind of bad for him.
You really need to be more careful, Neil.
Huh?
Oh. Good evening, Susan.
Yo.
Hello, Miss Agua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Well, would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first?
Nah, you go first.
Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with lots of mint?
Sure. Green tea, mint. A maca catch.
Your drink's ready. Ooh, this looks really fresh. I call this maca catch. Maca catch, inspired by its origins. Marrakech in Morocco? There's people that really love their tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my! It's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away?
Sure. I'll have the tectonic. Ooh, I don't have that in my thing. Oh yeah, here's our thing. I got should be checking the thing. I should have been checking this because, you know, I think this is French here. Because I'm sure people have been changing their profile pictures since I last seen stuff. That's cute. January 12th, cute. Mermaid too. Aw. Says she wants a tectonic. I'm gonna have to look that one up. So it's TT milk.
Here's your tectonic.
Huh.
Is there anything wrong?
No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the tectonic in Southeast Asia.
Oh, thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office?
As usual. Tiring. But, thanks to you and your team, you made some good progress with a problem you've been stuck on for a while.
I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less.
The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season.
Oh. I want to say, please don't forget to rest. But I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and you and the team.
As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them.
You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much.
I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt.
I wish I could help you. Or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. Forget is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. Oh, I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone.
Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So, don't you worry about me, okay?
Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm.
Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way?
Actually, I have some good news about it.
What is it?
The game got approved to be showcased at MAX West this year.
Instead of PAX West, it's Max West. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, that's really good news. Congrats.
Thank you.
So, what's the problem then?
I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer.
Why? Confirm it fast, before they give up your spot to another indie.
I am just not sure about it.
What's stopping you? Cost?
The booth is free for indies.
Well, that's good then, and the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodations. It's a golden ticket.
But I'm not that confident.
You can pass the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually profiling people in the industry. And also senior journalists.
I know. But I told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games.
Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Games aren't stupid. Gamers aren't stupid.
What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me?
That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life.
Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event.
Not one is a problem, yeah.
Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight? Showing my baby to the public? I can't just imagine the horror.
You know what?
Huh?
So far, my schedule's pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you.
No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something.
Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge.
What about your company's booth?
Nah, don't worry about it. There's hundreds of us. I can't just ask my lead to skip this year.
But...
I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on?
I'll have a laptop and a smartphone.
Is the Expo build ready?
Expo build?
You're not planning to showcase the full version, right?
That's the plan.
Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now?
It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want.
Do so.
Okay.
Got it. Now, let's see. Oh.
Oh, hello, Miss Rachel.
Hi, Susan.
What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired.
Are you having a concert soon?
Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week.
They're still adding new performers?
Yeah, you might say those announced later are backups.
Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country.
Yes, and I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet.
What do you want to order?
A sweet hot chocolate.
Okay.
Let me double check to be sure I want to make it right for you, so... chocolate, honey, and milk. A Chocobi Miriku.
Here's your drink.
Ooh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it.
Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else.
Thanks. Other than the instructions on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play.
Why? Will that break their immersion?
Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long.
That makes sense.
If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention.
Noted.
Another customer.
Dad?
What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening?
I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, so I thought you'd be here.
And now you're causing another ruckus?
We're sorry, Susan. We didn't mean to cause you any problems.
You are sorry? I don't have anything to be sorry for.
Well, anyways, I better order something.
What are you having?
What do you recommend?
Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara?
Oh, what is that?
It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
Sounds delicious. I'll take the Spanish Sahara.
Said hot chocolate with milk and ginger.
Spanish Sahara. Your drink is ready, sir.
My, this is amazing.
Glad you liked it. Dad,
Yes?
please, just go home after you finish your drink.
Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert.
I need him! He's gonna help me become more successful!
I know, Morris. He's not a good person.
The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars.
I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better.
You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry, too? What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing?
You're just too young to understand.
Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter.
Rachel, I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay?
Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one.
I know, but give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be a manager.
Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long.
I told you I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but
It doesn't work that way, Dad. You know what? You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum.
If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris?
I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I made my decision. Now please, go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist.
When are you going to be home?
I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided.
But that's...
See you, Dad.
Wait, Rachel! Excuse me for a moment, Susan.
I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway.
What? You didn't hear that argument, Myrtle?
Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it?
That's amazing.
What's so amazing about that?
I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely? Especially when there's an argument like that?
Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead?
No, I was listening. I made notes.
See, you didn't even realize. But you're capable of focusing your attention.
Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born to a big family isn't as useful after all.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yo, Susan, we're leaving.
Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. Whew. I guess that's all for today. Oh, you're back, Mr. Henry. Are you alright, sir? Sir?
Oh. Yes. Please, don't worry about me.
Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel?
No, I lost her.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure she's alright.
I hope you're right.
By the way, pardon me for asking.
Yes.
Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me.
What's that?
Why did you leave the music industry?
Now that's a trip down memory lane.
You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable.
Oh, no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life here.
You don't find peace managing girl bands?
Oh gosh, no. Politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good, it's good. What hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff.
Like, what?
Spending all their money trying to copy the superstars' lifestyles, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you can possibly imagine. Editing photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. This was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats.
What do you do for a living now?
After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family.
You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry.
They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. Well, I should get home too.
Are you gonna be alright by yourself?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Susan. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place.
Don't worry about it.
Alright then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Surprised Freya didn't show up today. She usually would have by now. Must have had a busy day. Moonface isn't full yet? Thursday, October 1st, 2020. Oh, we're in the new month already. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Nyman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Okay.
Oh, sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with?
There is definitely something you can do.
What is it?
Can we work here?
Excuse me? What?
Is it possible for us to work here?
What? Why?
We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here.
Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved up a lot since you arrived.
That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned, we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly.
Well, sounds like a good strategy.
That is why we asked you to allow us to work here.
Because you want to interact with our customers?
That is correct.
I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all.
Oh,
Let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow.
oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today.
May I know why?
Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer.
Understood.
There are other things you need to keep in mind.
What is that?
Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might just come for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you leave them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything.
How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not?
That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language.
Non-verbal signs.
Yes,
That will be very hard for us.
indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign when you should start talking or when you should stop.
Thank you. We will need that. We will need that so much.
Well, that's basically all you need to do here.
Do we need a special outfit for the job?
Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it'll make you look more legit for the job. Hey, sweetie, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. How was your Mass Effect stream? Hope it went well. Let me give you a shout out as always. There you go. Yeah, no worries. We've been just progressing in the game here. This is Neil. He's an alien guy that apparently wants to work with us now, so you'll have a chance to meet the new other characters here soon. But of course, you can always look back in the VOD later, so
That is a very Earthling thing to do.
it is. Alright then. Are you ready for this?
We are.
Okay, let's start the night. Oh,
Welcome.
holy wow! What the hell is happening?
Good evening, Miss Freya.
Hey, Susan, what's going on here? Well, Neil's working here tonight.
And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion.
Nah, it's not that. Neil's just helping out.
You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around.
What?
We have learned something since we arrived and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn.
And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate.
Fair trade. What's in it for you, then?
What?
You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask.
Don't mention it.
Well, maybe you could be my next story. Yeah. I can write an article about your work here.
Freya.
Maybe if I still need to write for the paper again.
What happened?
The chief found out.
Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday?
Yes.
How did she find out?
Do you remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up?
In the elevator?
Yes. Same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course.
I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now?
Write the goddamn novel, I guess.
And after that?
Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house.
Huh?
You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil.
That was the best thing to do according to our senses.
It was.
So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya?
Your favorite?
Our favorite... anything. I trust you with the decision.
Okay,
Let's double check to be sure, just in case she doesn't ask for anything. Okay, we'll give her this one. Going off a guide. Mint honey.
black magic.
Here is your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? And by the way, Freya is a she. I just give her a more neutral voice just because. I'm already doing a ton of voices in this thing. Thank you so much for this. I always wonder why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why.
How far along are you with the novel?
I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Also, I think the character you name is... I don't know if it's gender neutral or not, because I haven't seen any referring as a gender, so... I think he can be both a male or female for this. So, you have options. I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood...
That sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion.
Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies and about all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Ugh. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just...
Neil? Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee.
Oh. We are glad to hear that, then. That was a vigorous speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language.
It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing.
Understood. At least we're here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask,
Ask away.
how fast do you write?
Not fast enough, apparently.
But do you have numbers?
Numbers?
How many words do you produce per day?
I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot.
That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about a half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000.
That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much.
That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write?
Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft.
Well, it's GRE Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily.
I wish.
Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If you only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter. Even for Earthlings.
Yep.
Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts.
Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there.
So it is still a valid parameter.
Definitely.
Cool.
That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth.
Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle.
I wouldn't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that.
Good.
Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Got it. Coffee. Ginger?
You ordered? Your order is ready.
Not bad. Thanks.
You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle?
Psst. Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed.
Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here.
Actually, I'm not here. Not here to just sit without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Neil on how to talk with the customers here.
I can see that. You're still trying to get in, You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all.
That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try.
Yeah, I think Freya's also a fairy. Yeah, she's a fairy, and this one's an orc, so step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. Get the reference?
That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone, then?
Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua?
Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just...
I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What's happening here? I already know the movies and all I got no idea what they're doing here. Where is Susan? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please, let me take a breath. Here, please, drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry.
It is alright, Miss Aqua.
Oh yeah, this is Aqua. She's a mermaid, actually. She's one of my favorites. She's so cute.
Everyone has been surprised to see me here.
What are you doing here anyway?
We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here is the deal.
That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Susan. Oh, it's nothing really. But you really think that one day is enough to learn everything?
Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place.
Where do you want to go after this?
Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That's what we will study in Coachella. After that, we'll be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We are also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together?
It's nothing. We're just friends, you know?
We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see.
I thought your research was in computer graphics.
Yes, but I never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly. But she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I refused it anyway.
But...
Wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be you are, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How'd you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game?
There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish.
So what kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Well, that depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about pacing, control, and UI and UX. Yeah, they did read the script. Must be fun to have to finish working on your creation.
It surely removed some of the weight off my chest. Just replace it with another weight.
You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish the draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it still doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please, be more confident.
I'm even starting to doubt myself.
I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whisperer app.
Huh, interesting, sweetie. Thanks for that.
And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than the others. But it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done.
You're too kind, Aqua.
What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine.
Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that staring is caring, you know?
Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people.
I really am sorry.
I know I said thanks already, right?
But you got so much emphasis on share. And sarcasm, I know that.
Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different from me.
So what's your problem?
Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Fullmetal Conflict had a game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So what do you work on?
A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DA, okay? Friend DA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre.
Isn't that a dream job for some people?
Nah. That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years.
That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all.
My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said.
So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years?
Sometimes, our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in?
The one of you books are considered the 7 samurai.
I guess, yeah.
By the way, Myrtle, I just realized...
What?
Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
Before I joined this company, I guess?
That's like 4 years ago!
Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you got burned out.
Yes, that's why. You need a vacation.
But I can't just take one.
You can! In fact, you will do it tomorrow!
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off.
Well, where should I go?
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you for this long weekend slash vacation.
What about Max West?
Oh, that's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right?
Alright. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home right now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No, we'll walk together to the bus stop just like last time.
Oh, okay then. Everyone, will see you next week, okay?
Have fun.
Take care out there.
May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh?
You definitely need one, Freya.
I know. But I don't know. I gotta finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks, Neil.
Anyway, are you gonna close anytime soon?
Depends. Why?
I'm in the mood for some writing.
Then please, take your time.
You sure?
Do you want another drink to be going on with? We're still in the house.
I definitely won't say no. Oh, this one's actually a full moon tonight. Oof. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. The Eating Whispers is with people for stricter gun laws. New, healthier furry sedative might be available sooner. Action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. Why does all these sound like really familiar stuff? At least these two, anyway. Oh boy. This game can be a little bit heavy with some IRL world stuff, so...
Welcome. Oh, good evening, Mr. Baileys.
Evening. Am I the first customer tonight?
You are.
That's new. Freya's not here?
She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends.
Why not do it here? It's your favorite place, right?
Her friends have visited this place from time to time. Just not as much as her.
Writers gathering, huh? What do our writers talk about when they're hanging out?
I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But she said they were writer friends. They're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas.
Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up.
Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize that what she says. I just picked up on it.
That's even more interesting. Oops. Are you always so observant?
It's part of the job.
Why is that?
People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others. But their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things. Whether they need a friendly ear, or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need.
That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now?
I won't say.
Why?
That would break the charm.
The hell was that?
I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it'll always relate to what I do. Relate to what I'm getting from their body language.
Including our interaction now?
Including our interaction now.
Man. Now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything.
What do you have tonight?
Hot chocolate. With ginger and cinnamon. I heard it's a good drink for a bitter heart.
What do you say? Let me look at that again.
Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon.
Okay.
So a cocoa powder with ginger and cinnamon. Bitter heart is literally what it is.
Here you go.
You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink.
Only for special people and special drinks. Hey Subtag, how's it going?
We're still progressing in the story. We've gotten pretty far. Say, Susan, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Anything. How old are you?
Old enough to open a coffee shop.
Oh man. I guess I should say sorry for asking that.
It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give.
Now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next?
Oh. Hello, everyone.
Why are you both looking at me like that?
Freya, you look horrible.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear Marisa. Yeah, you do. What happened?
You'd better not be asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep. And decent progress on my draft. You need a rest.
And miss my deadline? Heck no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company, because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I need a whole heck of a lot of espresso.
Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep.
Espresso! Please!
Alright, fine. Let me just be sure it's the right thing to make.
No, she doesn't. I'm not giving her that. Bed chamber. Give her a sleep drink.
Here you go.
There's Express achievement unlocked. What the heck, dude? This isn't even coffee.
Drink.
But this isn't what...
Drink!
Okay.
It's on the house.
It better be. Ugh.
How was the meeting?
It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice. But that also means things. And not a small number of them, mind you. And it need to be rewritten.
Oh,
Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting's part of the progress. It's just that. It's just... I'm going to my usual corner. Although thanks to your drink, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. She looks horrible.
Yeah, she does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time.
This isn't the first time she acted like this.
No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today?
I'm not even sure myself. I had no plans tonight, and this place just came to mind. Out of the blue.
I'll have to think of your subconscious then.
I guess you should.
Oh.
I'm not sure whether I should think it or not, though. Hi, Lua?
Hi, Baileys.
How?
How?
You first.
No, you first.
I was just going to ask, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, yeah.
I think I need to. I need to order something first.
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
Hi, Susan. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please.
Okay, I'm right up.
Okay, coffee, ginger, and cinnamon. Ready to go. Here it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. Reminded me so much of her. Reminds me of when I was growing up with my family.
How's work?
It's going pretty okay. You?
Well, I'm not taking on any new jobs at the moment. Because, well, you know.
Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right?
That is a very Lua thing to ask. But, yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job.
You went well in the end?
Kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing.
How long do you plan to take a break for?
I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess.
And what problems are those?
I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay?
Not even Susan who's standing in front of us?
Not even Susan.
Okay.
So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure whether we stand where we stand now.
How can you not be sure?
We had an argument about a week ago. Wasn't anything new. Somehow, things escalated uncontrollably.
Why is that?
I assume both of us were just tired. Knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight.
Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea.
But I can't bring myself to start the conversation.
Why?
Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe. Or tiredness. Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway.
Baileys, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think she's feeling right now?
To be honest, I don't know. She's not liking me, that's for sure. Thankfully.
Why?
At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not a professional as her, you see.
I think you're wrong.
Really?
If I were her, I would find it difficult to her live life as usual. But I put on a lot of mask. Just to hide the feeling I was going through.
That sounds difficult and uncomfortable.
It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He must be a pretty cool guy.
He is. What's next for us, Baileys?
I don't know, Lua.
I met some new people this week.
Including the supermodel.
You knew?
That girl in the corner told me.
Yeah, including that supermodel.
How does that make you feel?
Like a fool.
What?
He said a lot of things I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you, you know. Attitude-wise. You'll get along with him.
Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarities breed concept. Contempt. Ever heard that before?
A lot. I'm a certain hipster elf.
After listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us?
I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week?
I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf.
What are the odds?
What are the odds, indeed?
What did your werewolf say?
Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family.
Baileys.
I know, I've been stubborn about you wanting to make peace with my family. And I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kinda hit me hard.
What was it?
I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family. When I actually want to do that anyway. For myself.
You know me, Baileys.
I do.
And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an a-hole, I guess.
I get why you think the way I am, Lua. Blood is thicker than water.
What should we do?
Lua,
Yes, Baileys?
please, let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. It sounds like the easier thing to do after all.
But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves.
An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great.
You'll live a long time. But you won't have the perfect health and the perfect life that's the elven privilege.
But it's not a perfect life without you.
What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me.
Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living.
Baileys. I believe in you.
Aw, she unlocked love in my life.
That's so cute!
Lua,
Baileys.
I feel like we're living in a soap opera.
It seems so.
So, what's our plan?
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Are we going on a date?
I'm going to my parents' place.
Oh,
And I want you to come with me.
what? That's so sudden.
Did you already have plans for tomorrow?
Well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them.
You'll be fine.
You want to tell them about this first?
You'll be alright.
Well, they never forbade you from dating they never forbade you from dating other races.
They're not a big fan of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong.
Hmm. Okay, this could be a good first step.
It is.
It's set then.
I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else? Later.
I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me?
I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you.
Lua, thank you.
Are you still staring at Baron's house?
Yeah.
You're staying with me tonight.
Huh? What about your roommate?
She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night.
He is on our side, it seems. Hey, Susan,
Yes?
we're leaving.
Thank you so much for keeping up with this past week. Oh, the pleasure was mine.
We're off then.
See you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was cute. That was pretty intense.
Oh, you're back in the real world.
I just pretended not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through to the end. It's important for their writing, you know?
That's cold.
What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry.
You look better than before, though. For now.
I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Uh-oh. Whoa!
Freya, get over here! This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Are you crazy? You can't just treat a werewolf and a fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He must have his reasons for coming here. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe?
I need a sting.
Tea, milk, ginger. The Galahad. Here's your... What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is.
This place survived.
Thankfully, yes. I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of the mess anyway.
Good idea.
Can you get back alright by yourself?
I'll manage.
Take care on your way back.
You be careful too. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Well, that happened. I had a feeling that was coming, so... Whew. Yes, I may or may not be using a guide for this, but that's just because I don't want to mess up the drinks. Hmm. Okay, I might read them later. Yeah, why not? Everybody doing okay? Hopefully. Hold on. Okay. Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. Wordstike Company criticized for unfair descriptions of werewolves in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020's do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. I'm actually gonna stop here because my throat is absolutely killing me right now. And I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. Ah, my throat. Let me just get myself situated. I'll be right with you guys. Look. Plus, since it's about 5:30, I gotta make myself some dinner. What am I doing tonight? I'm supposed to be watching my Oshi's gonna be live tonight, and yeah, my Oshi's live tonight, and yeah. Where should we go to today? Balls is back live. We can read her. We haven't read her in a while. She's one of the few females I actually follow that I watch. And I haven't seen her. I haven't rated her in a while. Oh no, should I read? Yeah, we'll read this one. Rabbit She, used to be one of Han's moderators. And, I know her pretty well, so we'll go send our love to her. She's playing Stardew Valley. I don't know if she's playing by herself or with friends, but why not send her some love? Keep it small in the community today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Very much appreciate it. I do want to play this some more, though. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. I had a pretty easy day today, so yeah. Until next time, everyone. I'm Susan, and thanks for watching. And please support me on Factor. You can use my code, get 50% off your first box. Bye bye.